Welcome to the NXP Cup Virtual Finals. My name is Matthias Wilkins and I'm the Program Manager of the NXP Cup. Tonight we will choose the champions of the 2021 Autonomous Racing Challenge, and I promise you it's going to be a very exciting event with great interviews, awesome awards and a super close finish in the end. During today's broadcast you can expect insightful interviews with Clara Otero, who is our Director of Innovation in Automotive, talking about NXP and how NXP enables the future of self-driving cars, along with Laurent Bonhomme, the NXP EMEA Director of Talent Acquisition, telling us why the NXP Cup is so important for both universities and NXP. The NXP Cup, of course, would not be possible without our sponsors, which is why I'm very happy to announce that all of them, like Electromaker, Molex and Mauser, will dial in to announce their special awards. May is usually the time frame when the best teams meet in a great location in Europe for the great finals and compete against each other for the gold medal, followed by a great party afterwards. This year we do it a little different and choose the winner via this broadcast. Instead of a multinational qualification event, universities had their own personal events held at their campuses. We from NXP guarantee maximum safety at all times by providing them with hygiene kits such as masks and disinfectants. Finally, we collected all the results and performances of each team and included those in the overall scoring to find who the champions are. For all of you who joined the broadcast and have never heard of the NXP Cup before, let me tell you, NXP Cup is all about autonomous racing. What you need to do is show your best coding skills on the one hand, along with some mechanical knowledge on the other hand, to build your own car and have it run on an unknown racetrack layout autonomously as fast as possible. You can either purchase a default kit created by NXP or completely build your own one. Registrations open from October each year and the design phase goes until April, shortly before we announce the qualifications where you can compete against 500 other students globally. The NXP Cup is open to students of all ages, but we also welcome robotic club, STEM classes and hacking classes to the Cup. You can either team up with two friends or run on your own. We welcome everyone from Greater Europe, including Northern Africa countries, as well as Middle East. So finally, let's have a look who joined us this year for the NXP Cup 2021 competition. Look at all the different countries that participate in the NXP Cup. France, Austria, Romania, Switzerland, all the way down to Morocco, Lebanon, and even the Russian Federation is part of the 2021 NXP Cup. 17 countries in total, which is very great to see. So I'm happy to see this great diversity and the outstanding dedication, honestly, that every team took despite these special times we all live in. For your information, as a reminder, all universities were allowed to host their own NXP Cup campus event. For those who had local restrictions due to the pandemic, they still, of course, had the chance to participate in one of our virtual disciplines, such as the Electromaker Innovation Award or the Molex Future of the NXP Cup Award. I would like to add one more location to the map, as I'm not alone moderating the finals tonight. I'm honored to have Stacey Higginbotham with me, who joins us from Seattle. Stacey runs her own channel and she's an expert when it comes to IoT and technology. So, Stacey, welcome to the NXP Cup Finals and thank you so much for joining me for this broadcast. Tell us a bit about yourself and let the audience know who you are and what you do.
Sure, I am really excited to be here. I have written about technology for the last 20 years. I have a podcast called the Internet of Things Podcast, and I have a website and newsletter called Stacey on IoT, where I cover things just like this.
Great. And when we first contacted you, what made you decide to take the opportunity to join the NXP Cup as a moderator?
Oh, well, so many things. One, I love seeing young people come out and experiment with technology. To build something out of nothing is, I think, the best thing you can do. And two, I'm actually from Austin. So I have a long history with the NXP Cup all the way back when it was the Freescale Cup. So in a way, this is kind of like coming home.
Great to hear that. And with more than 12 years of experience in technology and IoT, I mean, at the same time, NXP Cup is turning 10 years now. I'm sure you have seen some of the previous competitions. What would you recommend to the participants when joining the NXP Cup?
Sure. I think coding is really important. I think being able to mod your car a little bit to add maybe lighting or extra sensors to help them handle those curves. And then I know that with the pandemic, it's been really hard for people to actually meet with their teams safely. So there's a really interesting simulation program called Gazebo. And I think that's a really good resource for people as they're trying to practice and see if their car will actually make these turns.
So for those of you who are watching, if you want to join the NXP Cup, be prepared for October 2021 and make sure you consider Stacey's tips and get a hold of her Internet of Things podcast or check out her newsletter at staceyoniot.com. Stacey, bear with me. I'll go through the rules and we have you right back on the screen in a minute. So in this year's challenge, there were two disciplines. The NXP Cup timed race, the speed race, where the fastest lap time awards 650 points, all the way down to the top 10, which still gets 100 points. Each university was given the same track configuration to ensure equal conditions. To avoid pre-testing, the final layout was only shared 30 minutes before the actual race with each coordinator. The student teams and their cars did not know what exactly awaits them, so basically their cars ran the track for the first time. Goal is simple, run as fast as you can, but be careful. A maximum of 2 tires are allowed out of the track. A minimum of 2 tires had to stay in. And the last point, the cars had to brake 2 meters behind the finish line. If you do not do so, you get a 1-second penalty. The second discipline is our famous obstacle avoidance competition, sponsored by Mauser this year. Students placed their car on a given track, an oval-shaped track, and we then placed a 20 by 20 by 20 white cube on the track, which was the obstacle. The goal is simple, as the challenge suggested already, is to avoid the cube. So neither touch it or leave the track with a single tire. So not only can students win valuable 250 extra points in the end, but they can also win a special prize awarded by Mauser. Let's do an example. Imagine your team got third in the speed race and it will get 450 points. Now you were successful in the obstacle avoidance competition. That will add up 250 points to your overall score, adding a total of 700 points. So you see, speed is important, but so is precision at the NXP Cup. Stacey, that's all on the rules. Back to you. Welcome back on the screen. Tell us, what can the students win tonight?
Oh, it is awesome, Matthias. All right, so the top 3 teams of the NXP Cup are going to take home a total of 6,000 euros. Plus, the sponsors are going to also award a whole bunch of other prizes. So there's the Electromaker Innovation Prize. That is for the coolest and most innovative prize inside your car or around your car. There is the Molex Future of the NXP Cup prize. And that's where we ask students to give us their best ideas about the next generation of the NXP Cup. And our long-term partner, Mauser, is going to award the Obstacle Avoidance Challenge. And Mauser is providing everyone with all of the components needed for the NXP Cup. So everyone who wants to participate in the NXP Cup can check out Mauser.com for the car chassis, the camera, and the other components of the smart car.
Thank you, Stacey. And I would like to know more about the Mauser Obstacle Avoidance Award. For that reason, I welcome Simon Holt, who just dials in and who has been supportive of the NXP Cup for the previous months. Welcome, Simon. Welcome to the show. How are you? And please tell us, what can students win in today's Obstacle Avoidance Award?
Hi, Matthias. I'm very well, thank you. Thanks for inviting us to today's broadcast. So, as Matthias just said, I'm Simon Holt. I'm a marketing manager here at Mauser Electronics. And on behalf of Mauser Electronics, I would like to thank all the lecturers, students and other sponsors for participating in this year's NXP Cup. During these challenging times, it is fantastic to see everybody still giving 100% focus and commitment to developing their autonomous cars. Mouse is delighted to be a sponsor of this competition again this year, and it's great to see you using our components that we sell in autonomous vehicle applications, and the variety of the solutions that you've created is very impressive. This year we are sponsoring the Obstacle Avoidance Challenge. The challenge was to navigate your car around a cube which was obstructing part of the track. Points were awarded for how well this was carried out. We want to thank everybody who took part in this challenge. We enjoyed watching and judging all of your entries. The winning teams will be announced shortly and will each be receiving €180. I want to just say thank you again and look forward to seeing you all next year for the competition. Fingers crossed we get to see everybody in person. Back to you, Matthias.
Thank you, Simon. Speak soon.
All right. Now, that is enough chit-chat. Let's get off to the races. So let's start with places 10, 9, and 8. Our 10th place goes to Team 6 from Novgorod State University in Russia. What we're seeing here is a great example of how the Cup has influenced participants throughout their careers, with 2 former NXP Cup participants returning to coach the Novgorod State University teams. Plus, the Novgorod team has a story of perseverance because they had to build their own timers and their own tracks since it was too difficult to ship those elements from Germany to Russia.
Russia, here we go.
All right, first question, Matthias. What is that light doing on the top? Is it so it can see in the dark?
Yeah, well, Stacey, they added additional lighting to improve the camera vision system. Look at this.
Okay.
Very smooth. Well done.
Oh, I think it went too far.
It went too far indeed. That means 1 second penalty. But hey, that's not too bad. Russia is positioned 10th now.
All right. And now for the obstacle avoidance. Let's go. Did it?
Whoa.
Oh!
Honestly, that was a great performance. Hey, Simon, are you in? What do you think? Is that worth an extra prize?
Yes, Matthias, that was very good. A very quick run. Car was very close to the cube, and we thought this would a very good entry. Congratulations to them. They're a winner.
Congratulations, Team 6. And our 9th place team is from INSA Toulouse in France. Toulouse is home to a large NXP facility and Airbus, so it is chock full of engineering talent.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah, these guys are off like a rocket. I love it. So much faster.
Very good pace. The crossing.
Okay. And, oh, no, are they out?
Oh, I think we have to look at the slow-mo. Take a look. Remember, 2 wheels have to stay in the track. And in fact,
I think they did.
Great job.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Here's my favorite, the obstacle avoidance section. Let's see if they can do it.
Go, INSA. Oh.
Well, they avoided the obstacle, I guess. All right. The 8th place winner is Non Sequitur from Freya, Amsterdam. All right. Now, this team, everything's riding on their time because they didn't do the obstacle avoidance. And so far, they're moving very smoothly.
Yeah. Look at the chicane, the crossing, and finally, whoa, done.
The finish.
And look, they even stopped after the finish line. Great
I
job.
know.
10th place is Team 6 from Novgorod State University, Russia. 9th is Totally Speed from INSA Toulouse, France. And 8th place is Non Sequitur from Vrije University, Amsterdam, from the Netherlands. Congratulations.
Matthias, you have been doing this for 4 years. How do you rate the results?
Well, it's so great to see that we have Amsterdam in the top 10. Stacey, I remember 2 years ago when they started with the NXP Cup, they really had a hard time staying on the track. And now with this fantastic comeback positioned in the top team, that's really great to see. By the way, same for Russia. They have been absent for 5 years, a fantastic comeback. Congratulations. But I would like to transfer this question to the man of the first hour of the NXP Cup, a true ambassador. For that reason, I have invited Laurent Bonhomme, who's our NXP EMEA Talent Acquisition Director, supporting the NXP Cup for 10 years now. Laurent, great to have you in. Seeing the results, did they meet your expectations?
Absolutely, Matthias. I'm glad to hear that many teams first play very well in this competition, even if, okay, we have always top 10, and we will talk about this top 10 in a few minutes. But I would like to mention that this year our NXP Cup challenge was even more important, more challenging. Despite the complex COVID situation with many restrictions for training and practice, students have demonstrated that they are future engineers, able to adapt to any difficult situation, any complexity, and this is exactly what we are looking for at NXP, for engineers who have the passion for innovation, the passion and the energy to meet challenges.
Oh, Laurent, I love your passion for passion. So tell us, why do you think the NXP Cup is so important for both the universities and NXP?
Yeah, this program, as you know, is very important. This is first a lot of fun, of course, but this is not only a game, this is a serious game. The students competing there are the one who will design our future transportation solution, including autonomous driving, artificial intelligence, V2V, connectivity, security, electrification. Finally, this is all what is about NXP Cup. The NXP Cup is just a preparation for the real world, the world that will be our future, and you are the students, you are our future.
Laurent, thank you. Before we move on, any final recommendations for the students?
Yeah, please again continue, play well, have fun, and as I said, it's a serious game.
Thank you, Laurent. Great insights. Make sure, everyone, you check the job opportunities at nxp.com to learn all about how to enter at NXP.
Excellent. All right. Well, Matthias, I think it's time for our next extra award. And we have Ian from Electromaker on the line. The Electromaker Innovation Challenge awards the 3 most innovative cars. So, Ian, how are you? Tell us all about your award and who won.
Hi there, I'm great, thanks, it's great to be here. I'm Ian from the Electromaker Show, for those of you that don't know me. And Electromaker decided to sponsor this NXP Cup because, if you don't know it, Electromaker is an online platform where students and engineers and people can document their projects. And that is the way that we have judged the NXP Cup. This cup was a way of students making autonomous robots, and the competition itself was actually judged via the documentation on the website. So without any further ado, let's have a quick look at the 3 winning entries and the reasons why we thought they were so cool. So in third place we have Fast and Furious. This one was made by 2 master's students at the University for Applied Sciences in Landshut in Germany. There's all 3 of these projects have a number of cool things about them that I do not have enough time to go into. I severely recommend going and looking at these. They're all fantastically documented. The thing about this one that I thought was super interesting is that they actually have the ESC, the electronic controller, that they didn't have good enough documentation to use, so they rewrote the documentation themselves, something that isn't particularly easy to do. As you can see, there is a lot of great documentation here for the project, along with the code that was used. This is a absolutely well-deserved 3rd position. Congratulations. Moving on to 2nd place, we have Model M. Now, this one, made by user MKLERKX, uses a Teensy as the main brain, along with the robot kits that were designated for the competition. And there is a number of things about this that I thought were sort of cool. It also uses the Pixie CMU Cam 5. Now, if you're not familiar, this is an automatic line-following camera. Very cool bit of kit. They found the limits of the line-following camera and then rewrote the software for the line-following camera just themselves. A fantastic undertaking, along with many other things. Again, go and read this for yourself. It's way too long for me to go through all of right now. But this is our 2nd place, and absolutely congratulations, well deserved. But in 1st place is Jack. Now, this is Jack, which is made by Jack, and this is a fully autonomous line-following robot that has been made pretty much from the ground up. The chassis was 3D printed, and the board that runs the motors is something that they have developed and built themselves. You can go to GitHub to find all of the information on it. It is completely open source, and this is just, in terms of documentation and the scope of the project, just fantastic, and a worthy winner of the Electromaker prize. So thank you all so much for participating, and we really look forward to seeing your entries to future seasons of these kind of contests. If you guys are interested, I host the Electromaker show every Thursday on the Electromaker YouTube channel. But for now, thank you so much for having me, and I will pass you back to Stacey.
Congratulations to all of the teams. Thank you, Ian. And now I see the next teams are ready to shine. So let's go on to our top 7 through 4 teams. They come from France, the Netherlands, Morocco, and Switzerland. So we see the return of INSA Toulouse in this group, which is no surprise since the university has been participating in this cup for the last 5 years.
Here we go with INSA again. Speed INSA. Let's go.
All right, we've got more lights. I love it. Oh, these guys are flaming fast.
Same. Very good performance in France.
Very smooth. I'm loving it.
Wow.
And
That
now
was
we're going to see the
extremely fast.
obstacle avoidance. And here they go. So much tension around this part.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hit it. They hit it. I'm sorry.
They hit it. It looked like they were going straight at it, but yeah. In 6th place, we have Vrije University Amsterdam in the Netherlands, whose team took a slower but much smoother approach to racing.
Clown Fiesta Amsterdam.
Nice name.
Oh, that's pretty shaky.
Yeah, it looks like it's really struggling to stay in the black lines. I mean, it's using a camera so it can do this via its programming. So, I don't know. This seems Oh,
but well
and it
done.
didn't stop.
It didn't stop, but still well done if you ask me.
It is fast.
13
And now-
seconds.
Now we'll see the obstacle avoidance. Moving along.
Slow,
Will it make it?
smooth.
Oh, slow and steady avoids the obstacle.
We
Congratulations.
have a winner here, Stacey. Hey, Simon, what do you think? Is that another Mauser Obstacle Avoidance Award?
Indeed, yeah, excellent run. Slow, but very smooth, nicely navigated round the cube. So yeah, €180 goes to Clown Fiesta.
All right, let's have a look at who became 5th place. 5th place goes to the University of Mundiapolis in Casablanca, Morocco. Let's take a look.
Morocco, here we go.
All right, well, and this team also avoided the obstacle course, so time counts for everything. But can I just say, I'm glad to see a woman in here. Oh, no!
And how she performed. Look at this.
Oh my gosh, both wheels stayed in. Thank goodness.
Take a look at the replay. That was so close.
Yeah. And 4th place goes to Haute École Arts Ingénierie in Switzerland. And you may as well get used to them.
Switzerland, here we go.
Oh man, that thing was off like a shot. These guys are making really good time. They're hitting all the curves.
Chicane, crossing.
Nice. And whew, they stopped on a dime right there.
Awesome.
That was impressive. All right, obstacle avoidance time. Let's see how it goes. I have high hopes here, really high hopes.
Wow, and passed it.
Nice.
Great job, Switzerland. RK won. So, INSA Toulouse from France is 7th. Vrije University Amsterdam with Clown Fiesta 6th. Morocco's University of Mundiapolis Team Storm is positioned 5th. And RK1 from Haute École Arc Ingénierie is 4th. Only 3 more teams to go. So, Stacey, looking at these results, despite the fact that the cars are a little wobbly, these people have only spent 6 months to prepare their vehicle. So, quite stunning. Will we all be driving autonomously next year?
Only if we don't have to worry about the changing weather, people behaving strangely, and other drivers. I mean, we can see how far we've come here with autonomous driving. The work these students have done to program their cars is really remarkable. But when you add things like changing light conditions, it could really cause problems for the car's cameras. It can create some erratic behavior that really can confuse those algorithms.
I learned a lot tonight. Being one of the biggest automotive semiconductor suppliers globally, NXP does quite a lot in the field of autonomous driving. Clara Otero is Automotive Director for Innovation at NXP. I think no one can explain better what the milestones are to get to autonomous driving level 5. For that reason, welcome Clara. Clara, can you share some insights on how NXP is driving innovation in the field of autonomy?
Thanks, Matthias. As you know, autonomy is really a point in the horizon that we want to achieve. And NXP, together with many other companies, is running and is trying to prepare the field to get there. However, replicating the human behind the wheel to be able to go to full autonomy is a very challenging task. As humans, we take clues from our environment, from the people that we see, from the objects that we see, and our brain interprets those clues in a way that has been very hard to replicate by machines. So we know by looking at the person whether it's going to cross or not, and this type of knowledge is not something that we can very simply translate to algorithms. However, there has been a race in the past years to generate better and better sensors. Sensors are cameras, LiDARs, ultrasounds, and of course, radars. In NXP, we are developing very advanced radars that are not only able to tell us the distance to the car in front of us or the distance to the curb to be able to do parking, but are able to generate a radar image. And with that radar image is very resilient against all type of weather conditions, all type of light conditions. And that makes, in principle, those sensors to be much better than human sensors. At the same time, all that information from all those sensors has to be processed in the thinking part, where we are also providing very efficient and safe processing units for autonomous driving. And all those thinking needs to take all different algorithms into consideration. One other advantage that it has is that cars or vehicles can connect to the cloud, can connect to each other, and therefore can gather information that will give them the image around them of the environment that is much richer than we as humans can see with our eyes. So we might see an empty road in front of us, but the communication might tell us that there is a traffic jam ahead. And finally, we also provide the actuation part. So driving the car in the most power efficient and the most comfortable way. And that's also very important to actuate the car for autonomous driving. As you can see, Matthias, this is not only applicable for the vehicles, for the automotive, but also can be applied in a very smaller case to the NXP Cup. There you also have the sensing, you also have the thinking, the connecting, and the acting.
Replacing the human driver with smart algorithms, doesn't that sound exciting? And this is exactly what the participants of the NXP Cup are working on. Check out the NXP showroom to learn all about what NXP is working on in terms of autonomy. Stacey?
Yes, and what's really great is the requirements are constantly varying and changing, and that's why we need to steadily update the format of the NXP Cup to see if it meets the challenges of today's industry. And in the past years, I know that you've changed things up, adding new disciplines along with a new development board. Plus, you've introduced a new challenge this year where you wanted to know what people would like to see in the future NXP Cups. And our sponsor Molex will award the best one of those ideas. So, Sarah, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Stacey. My name is Sarah Gillam, and I am the Global Distribution Marketing Manager here at Molex. In 2013, Molex was acquired by Koch Industries, and as such, our philosophy is very much on improving customers' lives by providing the products and services that they need whilst retaining responsibility. So, automotive is a key focus for Molex. We cooperate with many of the leading manufacturers in that space to provide the future connectivity and intelligent vehicles that our customers need. The NXP Cup is a key part to us finding out how we can improve further. So, as such, we participate in this event by providing a key task for you to complete. As we didn't receive any entries so far this year, We feel that that's partly due to the fact that you're under a lot of pressure trying to complete everything that you need to do for the NXP Cup. So we want to move out our closing date to the 30th of July to give you more time to give us your feedback. We'll also change the format due to the timing change, and we'll award the top 3 with €500 prize. And with that, I'd like to hand back over to Matthias.
Thank you, Sarah. So make sure everyone to share your ideas on the future of the NXP Cup in the next couple of weeks. For us personally, it's very important to learn about and get the reflection from your end so we can improve and give you a better experience in the future.
That's right. And Matthias, we are so close to announcing the 2021 NXP Cup winner. So now it is time to watch the third place. And the winning team, who will win €1,000, comes from Switzerland, which is, incidentally, where the micro e-board that is used by many teams in the EMEA competition, it was actually designed by the Haute École Ingénierie, and they graciously shared the schematics and building informations with all participants. And this school was also the 2019 EMEA champion.
RK5, position number 3.
Oh man, off like a shot, super smooth. I love it. Less wobble.
Chicane.
Okay, and now for the finish. Wow. Oh, I don't think it stopped.
It didn't stop, but it was an amazing speed.
Wow. All right. And now it's time for obstacle avoidance.
Can they gain some valuable extra points?
Let's see.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Hit the obstacle, I'm afraid. Congratulations, Team RK5. You won €1,000. Heading towards number 1, we do have a very special situation. To make this even more exciting, we will first show you the speed races from both teams, followed by the obstacle avoidance competition. Moreover, we will show you both races in parallel, so that adds even more excitement to it, because the results are pretty close, I can tell you. Stacey, ready to find out who the winner of the NXP Cup 2021 competition is?
Yes, Matthias, I cannot wait for it. So let's go check the races first. It seems we stay in Switzerland. Both teams come from Haute École Ingénierie again. Outstanding performance by this university. Let's just enjoy watching these two.
Wow, what a great performance. And both cars stopped after the finish lines. Let's check the replay. And you can see it's really close. Just 1 centimeter behind, right?
Oh man, so close. 8.838 seconds versus 9.661 seconds. You really need a magnifying glass at the end. But both teams passed the finish line. Both teams stopped within the 2 meters. Matthias, Art Car 2 is in front. Will they be the champions in the end?
Oh, Stacey, it's hard to tell. I mean, don't forget, precision is key at the NXP Cup. Only one thing is for certain. If both teams pass the obstacle avoidance, RK2 will stay in front. Only if RK3 is successful, this would add up 250 points and make RK3 win the NXP Cup along with a €3,000 prize money. So I suggest, let's start with RK2. If you, RK2, pass the obstacle avoidance, you will be the grand champion of the NXP Cup, as there is no chance for RK3 to earn more points than you have. Stacey, let's go. NXP Cup 2021, it's time for the last challenge, the obstacle avoidance challenge, sponsored by Mauser. Let's start with RK2.
Okay. It hit. What does that mean?
Stacey, I'm afraid that means no extra points for RK2 and the great chance now for RK3 to overtake.
All right, let's see what they do with their obstacle avoidance. Oh, they made it!
Photo finish, indeed they made it. That means 250 extra points leading up to the championship of the 2021 NXP Cup. Congratulations, Team 3 from Switzerland. You won €3,000. And I think we have one more giveaway, if I'm not mistaken. Simon, was this worth an extra award?
Indeed, Matthias. Congratulations to Arc 3 team on winning the NXP Cup 2021. As you've just seen, the obstacle avoidance challenge that's completed moved them into the first place, which was excellent. I mean, the run was very good, clean, really smooth going around the cube. So €180 prize goes to them for that.
Matthias, this was truly a photo finish. Congratulations to all of the teams.
I agree, Stacey. Indeed, that was an incredible finish. To all the teams out there, you can be very proud of what you've been doing. Fantastic job. Take a rest now, enjoy the summer holiday, but make sure you will join us back in October 2021 to join the NXP Cup 2022. In the meantime, check out the NXP virtual showroom on nxp.com and check for job opportunities at the same page. To all sponsors, MathWorks, Electromaker, Mauser and Molex, thank you so much for being with us and supporting the NXP Cup and all students around. Stacey, it's been a pleasure working with you. Honestly, that was an honor. It was great fun. I hope you had some fun as well, and hope to have you back someday with us at the NXP Cup.
Oh, Matthias, thank you so much for having me. This was a great fun. And thanks to all of the participants for joining the NXP Cup this year. And thanks for an amazing race.
Keep racing, everyone, and have a good night.